Fed day, oil rising, inflation up. Obviously, these are not recipes for lower interest rates, right? So today, unfortunately, don't have the best news, but we're still here to kind of help frame it in perspective. So first and foremost, let's start with the perspective. Interest rates have risen pretty much since March 1st, right? Today, they're about 6.3, 6.35%. Of course, depending on LTV, FICO, things like that, right? A year ago today, they were nearly a 0.5% higher. So 1 year ago, same day, interest rates were roughly 6.78, 6.8%. So yes, interest rates have risen 5.99 up to that 6.3. We are still 0.5% lower than a year ago. Perspective is everything. That market snapshot is all you need to know. We are still trending in the right direction. We're just seeing a blip right now, obviously due to the inflation. So we know inflation is rising, or we know gas prices, oil prices are rising, which is causing risks for inflationary pressures. We've talked about that the past few weeks. But today, the curveball was the infamous Fed meeting, happens 8 times a year, and hearing what the Fed has to say about these geopolitical events and possibilities of rising inflation. Oddly enough, they didn't really talk much about the geopolitical concerns. They said, hey, this is too new. We don't know if this is going to have major effects on the economy. We don't know if this is going to have major effects on inflation. So they kind of pushed that out the window. Not something I was expecting. I was expecting them to talk about it quite heavily. However, they still talked about some pain points which caused the 10-year Treasury to rise, which caused interest rates to rise a little bit more, right? What they said is they were still talking about tariffs quite heavily. They were saying, hey, when you look at core inflation, which excludes food and energy, when you look at core inflation, we're still higher than where we want to be. And we're still seeing those lingering effects of tariffs. That is what Powell came out. And when he came out and he talked about, hey, geopolitical concerns, you saw the interest rates actually react positively. But then the moment he started talking about, but we're still not where we want to be, that is when the 10-year reacted, and that is when we moved up a little bit. So yes, right now, interest rate 6.3. We've talked about it over the past 3 years. You saw interest rates above 7, above 7.5%. 6.3 is still great, right? I mean, last year, we only saw the lowest we saw last year was 6.11, 6.3. Not too bad. Obviously, a lot of people got the hopes up when we hit that 5 handle. We will go back there. It just takes some time. We need, obviously, the market to digest the geopolitical concerns. We need the market to digest, obviously, oil. We don't know, again, is there an off-ramp? That is the big key, right? None of us know that. Is there an off-ramp? Does this end in 10 days, 15 days, 20 days? Is there some type of off-ramp with this? And if there is, I promise you the market will react, and it will react quickly and positively in our direction. We just don't know. We're just going to have to wait and see. So right now, wait and see area. Let me know if you have any questions.